Rachel, just what did you tell your relatives this time? My phone has been blowing up with calls from them nonstop, and it's driving me up the wall.
Well, if it isn't Clara. And just what kind of way is that to talk to your mother-in-law? Honestly, one might get the impression that you really didn't like me.
I really don't think that's it. I'm asking you because your name came up in so many of those phone calls that I'm sure you had something to do with it. Now, can you please stop spreading rumors about me to other members of your family? What did I do to even make you want to do something like this?
Oh, please, I am not doing anything of the sort. All I'm doing is casually complaining about my daughter-in-law, but everyone does that.
Well, I'm starting to get people accusing me of things that I'd never even done before, and the other half are saying that I'm bad for not doing enough, or anything for that matter, in terms of taking care of the house. Not only that, but I've also had people upset because they heard that I never went to go visit you, and all I do is whatever I want with my husband's money. People were yelling at me because they thought that I was just completely ignoring you when you tried to reach out to me. I am sick and tired of people getting mad at me and lecturing me about things that just simply aren't true. And since all of these lectures I'm receiving end with them telling me to be more considerate of how you feel, I can only assume that you're the source of all this.
So you've really been getting told all that stuff? Well, it isn't like any of it is wrong exactly. You should be taking better care of me as my daughter-in-law.
I have always done my utmost to try and care for and respect you, Rachel. I mean, I go over to your house at least 2 or 3 times a week to help out, don't I? And when I'm over there, I do clean the house and do the yard work. I've even gone out to do your shopping for you and take you to your doctor's appointments when they come up. And on top of that, I've also been sending you money every single month. I know that you're still dealing with debt left by Frank ever since he passed away, but I'm already sending almost $2,000 a month. So I would really appreciate it if you would stop telling people that I don't do anything for you.
Is this really what you want to do right now? You want to get in a fight with your poor old mother-in-law?
I'm not trying to start a fight or anything like that, but I'm reaching the limits of my patience. I mean, you're ruining my reputation, not just with your family, but even people who live in your neighborhood. I am just getting sick and tired of having to field waves of angry calls every time you decide to spread new rumors about me.
Oh, please, I'm not even doing anything bad. All I'm doing is grumbling about the little things in life. Can you at least allow an old lady like me to have that? And I'm happy to know that family and friends care enough to stick up for me like that. It's good that they are always keeping you on your toes. Otherwise, you really would stop doing anything for me. Besides, if the lesson they are trying to teach is to respect your elders, then you had better listen up.
I have listened to you plenty, thank you very much. But the fact of the matter is that I have been helping you. And I've been doing it all while my own husband has been away for so long on his business trip. And yet despite all of that, I don't get a word of gratitude or appreciation from you. In fact, all you do is make it so that I'm ganged up on by everyone.
And just what is wrong with that, huh? Don't you think you're being really rude to me right now?
You think that I'm being rude? That's rich. You're acting as if you're trying to get back at me for doing something that I didn't even do. I think I'm going to stop coming over as frequently, and I think I'm also going to send less money over every month. If you need someone to drive you around to the store or appointments, you'll just have to call a cab or something.
Excuse me? You're going to do what? How dare you treat me like this? Just who do you think you are, huh? You're really just going to abandon your mother-in-law like this?
Well, it seems like no matter what I say or do, I still get treated the same, so I don't see the harm in pulling back from this situation.
Of all the insolent little... You really need to learn your place in this family, Clara. You've been married 2 years and still haven't had any kids. You don't get to talk as if you're all high and mighty after that.
That's because Cameron had to leave for his business trip 4 months after we got married. How could I possibly have gotten pregnant since then? Obviously, we've talked about trying for kids once he's back, but what's happening right now has nothing to do with children. Now, I'm going to say this just once more. If I keep getting phone calls accusing me of things I've never done before, I'm going to keep reducing the amount of money that I send every month. Have I made myself clear?
You little brat! Someone needs to train you on how to be a good wife and daughter-in-law. Don't get all uppity just because you're married to my son. If you think we're through here, you have got another thing coming. I'm going to whip you into shape.
Hey, George, I'm really sorry for sending so many texts today. I got to my hotel and I'm resting.
Carla! Oh my goodness! Is everything okay? I just saw your one text where you said that you couldn't take it anymore and then nothing. I just saw your one text where you said that you couldn't take it anymore and then nothing. I was so worried when I didn't hear anything from you after that. Is everything alright?
Oh, thank you so much for worrying about me. I guess the rest of my messages couldn't send because the battery died right as I sent them.
I really just didn't know what to think. I was worried I would have to call the police and rush back home right away or something like that.
I know. I'm really sorry about all that. I just forgot to charge my phone and then didn't have a chance to take my charger with me.
Well, just as long as you're safe. That's all I really care about. Did something happen that I should know about? What can't you take any more of?
It's your mom, George. I can't take any more of your mom.
What do you mean? What's going on between the two of you?
Your mom has been spreading rumors about me to your relatives and our neighbors. All this time, she rallied them all to show up at my house unannounced so that she could try to force me to apologize to her.
Hold on a second. Are you serious? That is so crazy! Did my mom really do something like that? What's the matter with you?
I know, it's wild, but I really am telling the truth. You have to believe me. I barely cracked our door and she forced her way and started shouting at me in front of everyone about how horrible I was. Then she demanded that I got on my hands and knees and beg for her forgiveness. Thankfully, a building manager was nearby and chased them off when he heard the commotion. But I'm too scared to go home now, so I'm staying in a hotel.
I remember you saying that you two were having a lot of trouble getting along with each other, but this is on a whole nother level. Carla, I am so sorry that you had to go through all of this.
It's okay, George. You didn't do anything wrong. You shouldn't be the one apologizing. I know that you've tried to talk to your mom over and over again about going easier on me.
Sure, but I guess now this means I really need to lay into her and make it clear that I'm serious.
George, I really appreciate how much this means to you, but maybe you should just stop advocating for me.
What do you mean by that?
I mean that I've been doing so much for her already. I clean her house, I mow her lawn, I even send her money every month. But I think I'm just going to stop all of that.
Hold on just a second. What do you mean that you send my mom money?
Oh, I thought you knew about that. I was sending your mom money so that I could help her pay down the debt she inherited after your dad died. Every month I've been sending her almost $2,000. You did know about all this, right?
No, I had no idea that this was going at all. I swear. And this is the first time that I'm hearing about any debt that my dad might have had. I'd never sent my mom any money for anything like that.
Wait a minute. This isn't adding up. Your mom came to me and told me that you were sending her money every month, but that it wasn't enough for her to live on. She said that she was too ashamed to go to you and say that directly, so she asked me to give her money in secret. But still, I thought you would have had some idea about what I was talking about since you were sending money too. But I guess the whole thing is just a lie, isn't it?
I really don't know what to say to all of this. Carla, I am just so sorry for all of this.
George, you really don't need to apologize for any of this, I swear. The fact is that I've already made up my mind, but I wanted to talk to you about this before I moved forward. I know it'll cause problems for your mom and extended family, and maybe even her neighbors, but I just feel like I don't have any other choices now.
Carla, I think that you're well within your rights to react however you like. After hearing all of this, I don't feel like standing up for my mom in the slightest. In fact, I really can't even think of her as my mother anymore. The only thing that I care about in this world right now is you. I will support whatever decision you make. If you want to take my mom and family down for what they've done, then I think it's only fair after all the pain that they put you through. I'm just sorry that I couldn't prevent this from happening to you.
It's okay, George. I know that you tried your best for me, and that's all I care about. I'll try and handle this quickly, I promise. Hey there, Rachel. It's been a while since we last talked, hasn't it?
I suppose it has. Although I can't say that I was surprised after you ran off the way you did. But at least it took you out of my hair.
Rachel, please don't talk to me like that. I want you to know I've done a lot of thinking since we last met.
Oh, really? Is that so? And have you finally come around to the idea that you need to be trained into a good wife? You do know that that includes sending me more money. If you thought how much you were sending me before was acceptable, you'll have to send me $2,500 a month as punishment. Not only that, but I want you to present yourself to me, apologize, and then thank me and the rest of my family for disobeying me. And if you don't, I'll see that George divorces you.
Well, okay then. I guess I'll do as you say.
Good. I'm glad that you've finally seen the light.
No, I meant that I think you were right on the dot with what you first said about me. I've decided to do as you've said and not help you out at all.
What is that supposed to mean?
It means that it's clear you don't want me in your life. If that's the case, then I'll give you what you want. I'll stop sending money, I'll stop coming over, I'll stop helping. I'm just done with all of it. You are on your own as of today. Even if you need help in the future, you are not going to find any with me.
What kind of game are you trying to play with me right now, huh?
I'm not playing any game. I'm just being the person that you've said I was the whole time. I'm being your no-good, useless daughter-in-law.
Now you just wait 1 second and listen to what I have to say.
But I've already listened, and now I'm doing. So the $2,000 that I was sending every month, the help in the house and yard, being your driver when you need it, you'll have to do it yourself. Although, I certainly hope you haven't been living beyond your means with my money because your budget is about to tighten by a lot.
Are you stupid or something? This just proves my point that you do need to be trained to be a good wife. Come over to my house right now. Your training begins today. It's clear you're much worse off than I thought.
No, I think I won't do that, actually. I'm not doing what you tell me to do anymore. In fact, I'm going to sue you.
Hold on a second. You're going to sue me?
You remember when you came over with your little posse and goons, right? You burst into my room by slamming the door into me and pushing me into the wall. Then you told 2 of your neighbors to hold me down and force me down so I'd apologize to you. Well, all that violence left marks on me. Marks that I've had looked at by my doctor and confirmed that they came from other humans. I think I saw your little brother in that crowd, didn't I? It's such a shame he's going to get wrapped up in this. Didn't he just land a new promotion? I sure hope getting wrapped up in this doesn't affect his career.
Don't do this. Please, he has nothing to do with this at all. You'll destroy his livelihood.
Not quite. You see, I'm not just after him. I'm after every single person in your lynch mob who either helped or sat by while you hurt me. And yes, that does include you.
You're really going to go through with this and sue me?
That's right. And there's nowhere for you to run to now. After all, you were the ringleader of the whole group. You were the one that rallied them all together so that you could force your way into my house and humiliate me. So, yes, I am suing you. Not just for breaking and entering an assault, though, but for interrupting my business with all your phone calls as well.
But I was just making phone calls. What's wrong with that?
I work from home, and when you and all your friends are blowing up my phone, it makes it impossible for me to stay on group calls with my office. This has happened so many times that I've actually fallen behind on certain deadlines to deal with your nonsense. There is no escape for any of you. You and all your friends and family are going to pay for what you've done.
Please don't do this. I never wanted to get in trouble for this. You have to forgive me.
I don't have to do anything that you tell me to do.
But why? I'm your mother-in-law.
Oh, please, don't try and kiss up now. You lied to me about being too old to take care of yourself, and you lied to me about having debt to pay off. And despite all that I've done for you, you've never once showed an ounce of gratitude to me. You've just taken my money and ruined my reputation. And George warned you to stop over and over again, but you just wouldn't listen. Well, I have had it with you. You are going to pay for all that you've put me through.
Please, you can't do this. What will George think?
I'm sorry to say, but George is entirely on my side in all of this. He knows what I'm doing, and he thinks it's a good idea. After all the lies you told me and the money you've stolen, he thinks it's more than fair.
Can't we just talk this out? This can't be happening to me.
I've already talked it out with myself, and I'm in agreement that you are going down. See you in court. After that, I hired a lawyer who served notice to every single person in Rachel's posse, including herself. They were all charged with B&E, assault, or failure to act, and other various charges. By the end of it all, George and I were paid by at least 14 different defendants via settlements and court orders. After that, we decided to cut Rachel out of our lives and move far away. We took all of our money and bought a new house where George was working. He arranged a deal with his new job to take a permanent position in that area, and the two of us are now happily reunited.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.